Hey gang, Primal Punch here, Django here. Just coming at you with a little video talking about, some of the differences between using a cudgel and using a hammer, hatchet, and etc. Alright? Um, with a cudgel, it's, let's say, multi-directional, okay? As far as the striking end. You can strike with equal force no matter which side hits. Alright? Now, unless it's an offset head, which is a whole nother beast, and you're going to want to use it like you would a hammer or a hatchet, tomahawk. Alright? So, with your cudgel, when you strike, a strike going this way is going to be as strong as a strike whipping back, a backhand stroke, as long as you are as strong in that stroke as you are with your forehand. And if you have to bat to the side, then you're not losing any force, alright? And when you strike, you don't have to worry about head orientation, alright? When you throw a strike out, you can be, you don't have to waste any bit of your fighting mind on how that head's oriented, because with the cudgel or your cane, it's going to strike no matter what. It's going to strike properly. So if we are using a hatchet or a Warhammer or your framing hammer or whatever you've got, now we have to know how the head is oriented when we strike. Alright? So you'll want to take some time to get used to using it. And if you're using it in a self-defense situation, then I recommend not losing the utility of having a shorter handled weapon by doing crazy baseball bat swings where you open yourself up. Because to a skilled fighter, this is wide open, even if you've got your arm up. If they've got a knife or whatever, or if they are better with their cudgel or stick, they know better than to use the wild strikes, then you're getting downed. Or even a guy with his bare fist. This comes back and you rush in. A punch to the throat, whatever. I recommend using short, tight, economical strikes unless you've created some distance for yourself and you are certain you're not surrounded or there isn't another attacker. Alright? Then you're gonna want to use faster strikes, alright? So you get that out there and keep yourself covered, okay? Use those faster strikes, and you can use the butt end against your forearm similar to your body rat strikes, your single stick strikes, okay? But again, if you're using a hammer or whatever, then hitting this way, you lose just a ton of force, a ton of the efficiency. All right, how that power from that strike is going to be transmitted into the target. Okay, and it's the same if you're splitting wood or swinging an axe. You need to be, dead on along your lane of the strike. Okay, that line of the strike. Whichever way it's going in, you want a straight line, just like if you're throwing a punch. You want your wrist oriented with that forearm. Alright? You want that force to be transferred efficiently. So, just a quick little note, that you'll want to take the time to learn your tool. Alright? If you're going to have to do a backhand stroke with a hammer or a hatchet, then you would want to make sure that you come back along that same plane, because a little bit of a turn and it strikes, then a ton of force is lost in that rotational torque that's going to happen when it hits wrong. You see? So you want to always keep those strikes nice and clean. So practice. This is a great practice move right here, okay? Swipe, and bring it back. Swipe and bring it back. And you can even practice that figure 8. A backhand, a forehand. A backhand, a forehand. And then practice turning it around. Okay? So, and I really like to be able to control the strikes. Okay? If you're going to be all the way out, then you're going to use that loop at the end of the figure 8 to help you control and come back faster. Alright? Because you're open at the end of a strike. You're open. Okay? So, I come down here, I'm open, and I want to get back as quickly as possible. So, hence using this, you can slash, 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 slash. Alright? Whereas out here, the leverage of the weight of the end is going to mean you're going to have to use that loop. And you see there's more space between for a person to bridge that distance. That's pretty much it, okay? It's a great exercise, and you can fool around with it. Just slash, slash, and then just practice switching it off even. Hey, you spend the time, you take the time, then when it comes down to it, there are less mistakes to be made because you've got some decent movements burned into muscle memory. And a good tool is going to orient properly anyway. Alright? The weight of it is going to make it want to orient that way. So if you get used to your tool, then you're going to know instinctively, even in the dark, by the feel of it, that it is oriented properly. Okay? And I would recommend taking the time too, just for poops and giggles, to go ahead and hit wrong, so that you understand what I mean. Okay, with whatever your tool is. So a cudgel, if you've got the same weight cudgel versus what's the word I'm looking for? A more focused striking implement, and they're the same weight, you will get more force generated if you strike along the proper line with the Warhammer, axe, hatchet, like that, than you will with the cudgel. But the cudgel doesn't care which way you swing it. It's always going to do you right. It's always oriented, right? So that's something to think about. Well, that's it, alright? So y'all be good to yourselves, okay? Remember to take the time to do something nice for yourself, okay? Because you're worth it, and I dig you, alright? You're good people. And thanks for coming by. Live free and punch hard. Bye now. Where's that button? Ah, there it is.